Complaining gives demons legal rights to torment you. Demons want you to complain as much as possible to as many who will listen and let you. They want you to go on and on and on about how you have suffered and endured injustices and pain in your past, because it brings joy to them that you're still feeling the negative effects years later and have not forgiven those who hurt you and let it go and continue in victim mode. Remember how much the Israelites complained when they were in the desert, instead of having a heart of gratitude that they were no longer slaves. They could have walked directly into the promised land in just a few days, but because of their complaining, God caused them to stay in the wilderness, and then they all died, except for Joshua and Caleb, in the desert over 40 years, because God was tired of hearing them complain. Your complaining will keep you from your promised land of blessings. Have you ever been around a person who complains about everything? It often depresses you as you listen to them talk negatively about people who often have been out of their lives for years. Eventually it wears on you, as it's hard to stay positive anymore or try to encourage or lift them up. You feel like you have to be negative along with them and languish together in sympathy and pity. You often take on the poor me attitude that they have. Demons are happy because now you're both on their territory and you are both complaining about how you've been done wrong, which keeps you in unforgiveness and allows demons to keep tormenting you, according to Matthew chapter 18, verses 34 through 35. It says, "And his master was angry and delivered him to the torturers until he should pay all that was due to him. So my heavenly Father will also do to you if each of you from his heart does not forgive his brother his trespasses." So I had a mentor for several years who would never let me speak any words of negativity. At the time, I was being abused horribly for 6 years by my ex-wife, but I never told him anything of the abuse, nor anyone else. What I learned from him about not complaining about my horrible circumstances was that God wanted me to forgive my abuser daily from my heart, come to him, not go to others for my source of strength or support. I also learned that Satan wanted me to be tortured so much that I would want to complain to others about my circumstances, but I refused to cooperate with him. It was extremely hard, as my flesh wanted to get others to feel sorry for me and the horrendous abuse and stay in victim mode. Complaining stops our ability to truly forgive like Jesus said we are to do, and allows demons to torment us. Long suffering is a fruit of the Spirit. Philippians chapter 2, verses 14 through 16 says, "Do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God without fault, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast the word of life, so that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain or labored in vain." So often your negative circumstances won't change until you stop complaining. God does not want us to stay, of course, in abuse forever. After I'd finally broken free from my abuser, the Lord then began to use me to help others to get healed and delivered, and the fruit of the ministry has been growing rapidly around the world as we have helped hundreds of thousands of people to get healed from their hurts and abuse through forgiveness and deliverance from demons. God uses our greatest pain to become our strength, as we are anointed to help others overcome the very same pain. When we don't complain about our pain and go to God directly, we become stronger spiritually than if we talk about it to as many that will listen. Become a victor and stop being a victim. David was attacked by Saul for up to 13 years and then eventually became king of Israel. Joseph suffered in jail wrongfully for over 3 years, didn't complain, then was promoted to number 2 in command over all of Egypt. Jesus forgave his abusers as he was dying on the cross, then rose to life again, and now reigns at the right hand of the Father. All right, so I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. I've been helping thousands of people around the world to get healed and delivered. It's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible, also available in Spanish, and it's currently a bestseller. Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. Thanks.